I'm gonna tell you about the Texas humidity. Maybe you've never lived in Texas or even visited Texas during the really hot time of the year, every day of the year, and you just don't know how bad it is. So let me tell you, this morning I curled my hair thinking, oh, I'm gonna film, yay. No. We did things, we went out to eat, such and such. That involves leaving the house, getting in the car, getting out of the car, walking in. Just that little bit of time made my hair go like, never mind, Briley, it wants to be straight, just like. So that's your Texas history for today. Anyways, hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today's video we are doing a full face of e.l.f. makeup, and I'm really excited because some of the stuff I was like, that's not gonna work, that's gonna be better, and like, I was so wrong. The primer that I will be using is the e.l.f. one I got, I should say, or I guess I will be using it too, so whatever. Is the e.l.f. primer, and like, it's like nude or something, sheer, but like it's really not sheer. It conceals my eyes pretty good. I really like it. This is a pretty good primer. My shadow never creases with it, and I like it a lot. So for this shadow look, I got 3 brushes. And these brushes, they're good. There's nothing that special about them. The special part is that they're like really cheap. So they're pretty good. So now we got that out of the way, this is the actual palette I'm using. It is the Mad for Mattes e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, and this, let me just surprise y'all, $10 for 10 beautiful, just keep like, I'm gonna break it, but for like 10 shadows, that's amazing. And they are all really good, really pigmented. So I'm gonna go in with the blending brush and just take the 3rd shade just all over the eye, just to get a color back into my eyelids. Then the 5th shade, and just take this more on the outer and like just kind of concentrate it not to go too inwards towards the eye. Then the 6th shade, which is more of like a really deep brown. The other ones have been more of like orangey shades, as you can tell. So the shadow is pretty much done, but I'm going to switch over to the contour brush and take in the 8th shade and just kind of create more of like a V and darken it up. So that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna like take that blending brush and just soften up the edges, throw in this 1st, maybe 2nd shade too, as a little inner highlight, and that's your eye look. Then we'll put on eyeliner, and it is the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen, but I'm going to pause the camera, put it on, and then come back because I can't put the eyeliner on camera. I'm sorry, I'll work on that, okay? But I'll be right back. So I'm back, but with liner this time. And this liner it's so easy to apply. Other than that, I took my contacts out, so I couldn't really like see the most clear trying to put it on. It's a coffee shade, so it's not like completely black, but sometimes you don't want a black liner. You're just like, let's go something a little softer, the 1 shade lighter, the brown, and just, this is something I'm gonna be keeping in my makeup stock, and I really like it, and it's so cheap. So now that that's done, you can breathe. For me, it's always the most stressful part because like, I'm not the best at eyeshadow, and so I'm always like stressed out about doing it. I'm always like, okay Briley, you got this, you can do this, you can do this, you know what I mean? My face makeup, that's where I like to do it, and like, I feel most confident in that. Next is primer. And the primer we're going to be using is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and it's like the pinky one. Like, oh, it's not cold. I thought it'd be cold because it's like frosted, but no. This primer has like, you know, Vicks, like the rubbing Vicks, whatever it is, like when you have stuffed up nose, you like put it on you or whatever. So what this smells like. Like really smells like it. So if you don't like that scent, I don't suggest this, but it's so cheap and like I really do like it. So I'll put this on. And I always just use my fingers for my primer, so I'm not gonna be anything fancy at all. That's on, and I really like it. Like, it dries down fast, so that's a good thing. And I just like this primer a lot. I feel like it does work, and it's like $6. Still, I'm on the cheap thing, I'm sorry, but it's so cheap. Foundation is literally my favorite thing to ever put on because it makes me feel like I'm put together. e.l.f. BB cream, and it's in shade Fair, so that's great. And I'll be using the e.l.f. Stippling, I don't know. I'll spell it out for you. And yeah, I'll be using this. When it says hydrate, that makes me nervous because like I have oily skin, like I talk about every video, but I do, and so that could go horribly wrong. It smells like sunscreen, like cucumber sunscreen though, so. Okay, so currently this foundation in me, we're not like, the coverage I think is pretty. I'm more of a full coverage foundation girl, but I was expecting it not to be full coverage because it is a BB cream, but I was not expecting it to be like this shiny, like, whoa. I'm already oily, so this is not going to be a good combination, but maybe if you're like more on the dry side or more just like normal skin, this would be, I feel like would be pretty good. So right now I'm not a fan of this foundation, as I just said. I gave it about 10 minutes to try to like, maybe it needed to like set and like dry, but like it's gotten shinier, I think. So we're just gonna move on to concealer because these dark circles are showing that school has officially started. This concealer is the HD Lifting Concealer in Fair. So lifting, I guess, is gonna like help lift my dark circles. But let's try this out. It's in shade Fair, and it has the same kind of like as the primer. Maybe. I think so. I think it has that same, like, I don't know what's in it, but something. We're gonna use the same old brush because does e.l.f. have a beauty blender? I'm gonna put it right here if they do or not. I'm gonna Google it and find out for ya. This concealer does tingle kinda, so maybe it's like firming my under eyes. It's pretty. Kinda like this concealer a lot. I actually like really loving this foundation. Not the foundation, the concealer. I'm actually really loving it. Like, it's like my shade exactly, and I really like it because this is just like blends in, and I'm really digging this look right now. Like, not the whole shiny face and everything, but like the whole under eyes, like they're shiny too, but that's just like a mixture we got going on right now. So this I definitely like. Anyways, we're gonna move on to this setting powder. It's not a setting powder, it's a tone correcting powder. I was very intrigued by the name, and then once I saw this going all over your face, I'm nervous though, because what if it messes up my whole makeup? Like, I'm kind of really nervous. Well, like really. Oh, directions. Blend the powder over the entire face to brighten and even out the skin tone, as well as neutralize any redness. This is an e.l.f. brush too, and this is a brush that I already had from e.l.f. and I love this brush and use it like literally every day. So let's just dig right in and just get a nice little, whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot of powder coming off. And let's just start on our nose. Do I look green? I don't. So now, tone correcting powder, or setting powder, the other one, is complete. Anyways, let's contour. So I'm using the e.l.f. contour palette. I don't think it's really a shade, it's just, I don't think there's different ones. They're all really good. I'm using the e.l.f. contour brush. This brush, I love. So let's go in with this one. I like to go in under my eyes just to kind of give it some color. And I even use this brush just to kind of be like, whoop, easy peasy. So let's go in with this shade to contour and probably go in and darken it up. Let's just see what I'm feeling. Something that I learned that I like to do, because I never really liked contouring because I was like, it's just a line, you know? You try to blend it out and it's still just a line. I like to just go in like with a line. Just gives you the high defined thing, and then take it and just smooth it out. That's what I like to do. So that is my contour routine, and I've like recently loved this palette. The highlighter though, I do not suggest. Like, it's there so you can't really do anything about it, but it is just, it's just chunk of glitter. Chunk of glitter. Can't even see it. But I'm not a fan at all. I was really excited about it, and it's really chalky. It's not, in my opinion, it's not a real highlight. But the other 3 shades are like really good. So it's $6. Can you beat it? I don't think so. I really like this palette. I don't know how, but I forgot to contour my nose. So we're going back into the whole contour section and gonna do it again. And right now I'm gonna be taking this one and we're gonna be contouring my nose. Palette, got the nose contoured, got the face contoured. Now we can go on to the next thing. Now we do blush. Blush, I already had this e.l.f. Let's drop it. This e.l.f. blush brush, and I really like this one. I always use this for my blush. Anyways, we got the e.l.f. in Mellow Mauve. Mauve. It's really silky. We're gonna try it out though. It is really pretty though. I did not show it, I don't think. Like, that is really pretty. Yeah, like it. Next is a very important thing, brows. I'll be using the e.l.f. brow little spoolie thing. It has like a side of like the actual like brow product, but I don't, it's really chalky and it's not my right shade. I don't like it, very drying. Don't recommend it at all. But I'll be using the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in shade Light. And the shade, that's the powder, which is really nothing. Like, it's pretty much translucent. That's the gel. So the brows are applied. Now I'm going to apply the powder. I realized it was like way too hard to apply brows on camera and they were too important to mess up, so I got off the camera to do it. I'm not a big fan of this. I tried to clean them up and just smeared. Much rather the Benefit Brow, but it is a little expensive, so that's not really a big fan of it. So the second to last thing is the e.l.f. Volumizing Plumping Mascara. Oh, it's upside down. Mascara. Yeah. Wand, super duper basic, nothing special, but it could be amazing. So let's just go straight in. I just applied it and I'm pretty impressed with it. Like, good job, e.l.f. I like the mascara. Okay, it's not as good as my other mascaras that I really like my Benefit. They're real, but it's pretty good for drugstore. And for e.l.f. for $3 instead of paying like $3, you can deal with it. So last we have a lipstick, and I got the e.l.f. It's like a matte lip crown. in the color, where is it at? Scarlet Night. Just going straight in, man. This is dark. So sure about this shade. Just changed my whole look, didn't it? So thank you guys for watching, and if you're still here and you watched till the end, you're the real MVP. Like, you are the bomb. Thank you. I want to thank you. Like, handshake, thank you. Well, I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Let me know what you think about the products below, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. What was that?